Do you ever feel like you're just going through the motions? Like life is this endless treadmill. You wake up, go to work or school, scroll through your phone, maybe watch a show, and then repeat it all again the next day. And somewhere deep down, you wonder, is this really all there is? If you've been asking yourself, what's the point of it all? Or if joy feels distant, out of reach, I want you to know you are not alone. This feeling is more common than you think. In fact, psychologists call it psychological emptiness. It's not just about being sad or tired. It's a deep sense of meaninglessness, like life has lost its color. Research with tens of thousands of students found that this emptiness can feel even heavier than depression itself. And it often shows up as disconnection from others, from yourself, or even from the simple things that used to bring joy. Modern life makes it worse. Everywhere you look, there's pressure to achieve something big, to keep up with everyone else on social media, to prove you're successful, happy, or living your best life. But here's the truth. Constantly comparing yourself to a curated highlight reel isn't real life. And chasing a grand purpose so big it feels unreachable, that can actually make us feel more stuck. So here's the good news. Rediscovering purpose doesn't require a giant breakthrough or a once-in-a-lifetime mission. Sometimes it's hidden in the smallest, most overlooked moments. In this video, we're going to explore how to build meaning step by step, starting with why purpose feels so hard to grasp and ending with practical, daily actions you can use to light sparks of meaning in your own life. So let's start with a question. When was the last time you felt truly connected to life? Not because you achieved something huge, but because of a small, simple moment. So why does purpose feel so hard to find? One reason is that we often think of purpose as this huge, once-in-a-lifetime discovery, like it's hiding somewhere out there, and one day, if we search long enough, we'll stumble upon it. But that mindset, it sets us up for disappointment, because purpose isn't just found, it's built, piece by piece, through how we live every day. Another reason is pressure. Society tells us that our purpose should be impressive. It should change the world. It should make money, bring status, or prove that we've made it. But here's the thing. When purpose becomes a performance, it stops being fulfilling. Instead, it becomes another weight we carry. Psychologists have noticed something interesting. When people chase an external definition of purpose, like fame, wealth, or recognition, they often end up emptier. But when purpose comes from internal alignment, from values, growth, and connection, it feels lighter, stronger, and much more real. There's also the paradox of choice. Today, we have more freedom than ever. Career paths, lifestyles, ways to live. And yet, instead of freeing us, this can overwhelm us. Too many options can leave us paralyzed, unsure which path is the right one. And let's not forget comparison. Social media constantly shows us people who seem to have it all figured out. Clear passions, perfect careers, fulfilling lives. It tricks us into thinking we're behind or broken, simply because our journey looks different. But here's the truth. Purpose isn't something you measure against someone else's. It's deeply personal. It can be small, quiet, even invisible to others, and still be powerful enough to carry you through life's hardest moments. In the next section, we'll explore how those small, overlooked moments, the ones we often dismiss, can actually become the building blocks of meaning. So, let's flip the script. What if meaning doesn't come from chasing the big milestones, but from noticing the smallest, most ordinary moments? Think about it. A warm cup of coffee in the morning, the sound of rain against your window, a shared laugh with someone you love. These moments seem small, but they're not meaningless. They're micro doses of purpose, and when you stack them up, they shape how life feels day to day. Psychologists call this savoring, the practice of slowing down enough to truly notice and appreciate what's already happening. And the science is clear. People who savor small moments report higher well-being, lower stress, and even stronger resilience against depression. Let me give you a simple exercise you can try right now. I call it the 10-second scan. Wherever you are, pause, look around your environment, and just notice one thing, one detail that feels good or pleasant. It might be the sunlight coming through the window, the smell of your tea, or even just the way your chair supports you. That's it. 10 seconds. Nothing fancy. This tiny act rewires your brain to spot sources of meaning. Because when you practice noticing joy in the small, your mind starts seeking it automatically. Here's a challenge. Think back to today. Was there even one small moment, a smile, a taste, a sound, that sparked a flicker of joy? If yes, I want you to share it in the comments below. Not only does it help you reinforce the practice, but it also reminds someone else who's struggling that meaning is possible, even in the tiniest details. In the next part, we'll take this further, looking at practical steps you can take every day to create more of these meaningful moments and slowly shift your entire perspective. By now, you can see that meaning doesn't just show up. It's something we create, moment by moment. But how do we actually build this into daily life so it's not just an idea, but a real practice? Let me share 3 simple, science-backed steps. Step 1, the gratitude jar. Every day, write down one small thing you're thankful for on a piece of paper, in a notebook, or even in your phone. Over time, you have a collection of moments to look back on, especially when life feels heavy. Research shows that people who practice gratitude regularly experience better sleep, improved mood, and stronger resilience against stress. So, don't underestimate the power of a 2-second moment of kindness. Step 2, micro connections. Humans are wired for connection, and even the tiniest interactions matter. A smile at a cashier, a genuine compliment to a coworker, holding the door open for someone. These might feel small, but they fight isolation. Studies show that even brief social interactions increase feelings of belonging and reduce loneliness. So don't underestimate the power of a 2-second moment of kindness. Step 3, mindful engagement. Instead of rushing through daily tasks, turn them into anchors of presence. For example, when you eat, really taste your food. When you shower, notice a warmth of the water on your skin. These moments turn the ordinary into sacred. Neuroscience tells us that mindfulness lowers stress, improves focus, and helps us feel more alive in our own lives. Now, none of these require massive change. They're small shifts in how you see and interact with life. And the more consistently you practice, the more your brain rewires itself to recognize meaning, even in places where you once saw emptiness. In the next part, I'll bring it all together, your blueprint for renewed hope, so you can walk away with a clear sense of how to start rebuilding purpose in your own life. Let's bring all of this together. The biggest shift I want you to walk away with is this. Purpose isn't a destination. It's not a title, a job, or one giant accomplishment. Purpose is a way of living. Think of it like building a mosaic. Each tiny tile, on its own, might look insignificant, but together, they create a beautiful picture. In the same way, the cup of coffee you savor, the laughter you share, the gratitude you write down, these are the tiles that form a meaningful life. When life feels dark, it's easy to believe there's no way out. But remember, there are always sparks of meaning waiting to be seen. Your job isn't to invent them, it's simply to notice them, nurture them, and let them grow. Here's your simple blueprint. Step 1, notice one small joy every day. Step 2, capture it, either in a journal, a jar, or a quick voice note on your phone. Step 3, share connection even in micro moments. A smile, a compliment, a text to someone you care about. Step 4, bring presence into one ordinary task. Turn it into a mindful anchor. That's it. Simple, practical, doable. And the more you repeat these small acts, the more they stack up until one day you look back and realize you didn't just survive, you rebuilt meaning in your life. You have more power than you realize. Even when life feels heavy, you can spark light in the dark. And that light doesn't just stay with you, it spreads to others too. So, what's one small step you'll commit to this week? Will you start a gratitude jar? Will you try the 10-second scan? Pick just one and begin today. If you've made it this far, take a deep breath with me. You've just spent the last 30 minutes exploring one of the hardest questions we face as humans. What's the point of it all? And here's the truth. The point isn't out there waiting for you to find it. It's right here in how you choose to live, moment by moment. Meaning isn't about chasing the perfect career, the perfect relationship, or the perfect version of yourself. It's about noticing the small joys, creating connections, and bringing presence into the ordinary. That's where life actually happens. So, here's my invitation to you. For the next 7 days, choose just one of the practices we talked about. Maybe it's the gratitude jar, maybe it's the 10-second scan, maybe it's mindful engagement with something simple. Whatever it is, stick with it. See how it shifts the way you feel. And then come back here. Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear what worked for you. Your story might inspire someone else who's struggling right now. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. This channel is all about helping you grow with clarity, confidence, and flow. One small, meaningful step at a time. Remember, even in your hardest moments, you are not alone. There's purpose waiting for you, right here, right now. All you have to do is notice it. Until next time, stay present, stay hopeful, and keep creating meaning in the everyday.